Salute to everybody who tapped in with us. Welcome to another edition, Ohio's Day in Boxing. We got Kappa Fact Fridays, and there's a lot going on in boxing. But first of all, to my co-host, how you feeling today, bro?
Pretty good, man. I'm been pretty good, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. So we gonna chop it up about a few facts in the meantime while everybody tapping in. But I gotta know, man. We gotta address the first elephant in the room, man. What you think about Keyshawn?
Keyshawn and what? Uh, did he have a back and forth with somebody? Is that what you're talking about? I
Yeah.
didn't see too much of it, so you go out there and enlighten me on a lot of it because I heard him saying certain things or making some shots that I don't
Okay.
know.
So dig this, bro. He took big shots. Yeah, you know what I mean, and it came and went. At first, when he first did it, he was respectful. You know what I mean, kept everything 100. But then once Bill Haney got to calling them bitches, then you seen Keyshawn turn into Keyshawn, and he really went to a different place. I ain't never seen him go there at least. Yeah, you know I mean, he was
Wow.
talking about some what I found interesting, and the one thing I feel like Bill and Devin has to address is him saying that they kicked him out of their gym. Because if they kicked him out of their gym, um, I want to know the circumstances of, you understand? Because we know Devin for fighting doghouse rounds and
Mm-hmm.
doghouse gyms at 15 years old. So I don't know that I can see a situation where I can deem that Dev them ain't want no smoke with him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Bill go, man, you can't be calling them kids bitches, man. You grown. You know what I mean? And
That's
what
crazy. I didn't know all this broke. I didn't know it broke like that.
salute to
Wow.
Skywalker tapping in with his jigs. Chill out my comments, chill out my comments, man. You got to chill out.
What he saying in there? They saying
Man, I
talking
don't
crazy.
know what my uncle talking about, man. I don't know. I just seen too many of his comments in a row. I know my uncle, man. My uncle ain't got them all upstairs, man. But my whole comment list can't be you, Jig. But yeah, man, it was a lot going on. You understand? So what you think, man?
That's crazy. I didn't know Bill actually disrespected him by calling him out his name, bro. That's wrong on so many levels, man. Man, why would something really had to happen in that camp for Bill to even get personal with Keyshawn? Even
Nah, and let me clarify where Bill coming from because I get where Bill coming from. Yeah, you know I mean, because one, Bill is an adult. We talking about kids. Yeah, you know I mean, salute to Mr. Pass. Salute to Skywalker in the building. Yeah, you know I mean, everybody tap that like for me on y'all way in. But as Keith alluded to yesterday, you understand? I feel where Bill coming from. Yeah, you know I mean, y'all on some big shit, trying to trying to say that y'all not gonna fight each other. This is the sport of boxing. You understand?
mm-hmm,
So by no means as a relationship should stop you from the competitiveness to where you want to prove your greatness. However, it's not your place. That's Dev's place. Dev the one that
mm-hmm,
get in the ring to do that fighting. You understand? So that ain't your place. You gotta stay in your place to meet. You understand? And with them being kids, Africa Hitches, he included calling him a bitch. Yeah, I mean he called them all bitches, saying that they had their pom poms, hoping that Shakur get this Dev fight. Well, Shakur was calling out Dev, you know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
And two, I don't like the energy that they have towards everything but Cambosis. And now we close to almost 14 days inside them fighting him. Yeah, I mean, we inside 30 days of that fight actually happening, and y'all got a lot of energy towards everything but that fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that can definitely throw you off, man.
That's what's up, Paz.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, man, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, you're right. They gotta
Man, we got the guests tapping in. I see who you had tap in with us one time, man. I'm gonna
yeah.
let you go ahead and get him this introduction, cause only you could do it, man. But I'm more than a fan, bro.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all, I want y'all to welcome my boy Charles Conwell, super welterweight, top
Yes,
10.
sir.
What's good, boy?
What's good, man?
I'm glad you tapped in with us, man. Me
Yeah,
and
for
my
sure.
co-host, my boy Mark. I'm his co-host on his show, man. This is the
Mhm.
Ohio show right here, man. So we definitely want to have a great prospect, a contender like you, because you ain't no prospect no more. You say that for sure. You a contender now, man.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
you been?
Definitely. I've
Facts,
been
facts.
good, man. I've been anticipating the fight date, man. Just got some good news, so I'm is everything coming together.
All right. Okay, hold on. Let me introduce. This is my boy Mark. Mark, this is Charles, man. I know you.
What
I
up,
don't know
Mark?
if you Charles seen you around yet, man, but he's part of the family, man. The Ohio family here, man. So that's how we
For
doing
sure.
it, man.
Most definitely, most definitely. That's one of the best fighters at 154 that y'all gonna be looking at. I'm telling you right now. If
For
it ain't
sure.
Jamal, if it ain't Jamel Charlo, I'm telling y'all right now, man. This is that guy, and the respect that I have for what you do in the ring, bro, is
Yes, sir.
beyond yeah, I mean respected from OTB, bro. I gotta say that. I'm about to transfer into the house, bro. Go ahead, take off.
All right. But yeah, you were saying that you got something coming up though, man. You got a fight coming up.
Yeah, I got a fight coming up. November 26th. Y'all the first ones to get the information, so I got a fight coming up November 26th on the Regis Pro Gate. Zepeda undercard.
Sweet. Oh
Yes, sir.
snap! So you gonna be fighting on that undercard?
Yep. I got two
Sweet.
opponents. I don't want to say. They said I got two. They gave me two names. I don't want to say who they is, but one of them ex world champion. The other one is a guy from Mexico.
Wow. Now,
Yeah.
I hope you get the ex champion, man, because it seemed like it's been hard for you to get these fights, man. I remember, correct me if I'm wrong, you were supposed to fight a common opponent that Kell Brook fought on the undercard of Jake Paul. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
somehow I think he got out the fight.
Yeah. I
You
think he had. I think he said he had got injured or something like that.
okay, but you used to this type of people not fighting you, man. It seemed like they coming up, certain things happen on the outside of the ring, and that
Yeah.
can be frustrating.
Yeah, for sure. Man, that happens so much. Is really like way. I know even on a lower level, like even on a club show, that's where I think it hurt the worst because they get opponents all the time and they pull out and they all at the weigh-ins and they pull out day before weigh-ins. At a bigger stage, it's kind of better because it's they'd be more quick to find your opponent because they want the show to go on.
Got you. That's more better when it's when it's a bigger company involved.
Yeah, I
Seem
think so.
like they can find a quicker replacement. That's the frustrating. What's the most frustrating thing to you about boxing? You love it, but what's the frustrating? Is it what you just talked about? Is it the cancellations, or is it
The
the
can yeah
sitting of the show?
the cancellations and the sitting, bro. They be just nerve wracking, bro. It's really the sitting that make me so mad. Like, dang, bro. All right, I'm waiting for a fight date anytime now. Like, come on now. But yeah,
Right.
I think it's either the cancellation and the anticipation of getting another fight date.
It's important to have momentum, man. Like even just take fights out. I just had a guy on my Instagram the
Mm,
other day. He commented under Albert Bell's post, and he was talking about, oh yeah, Bell ain't fighting nobodies, and Bell just fought a decent opponent
mm-hmm.
in Toledo. He just fought a guy that was 22-2, I believe, or 20-2.
Yeah.
And he was a Dominican, but I
Mm,
felt like what the fan didn't understand. You got a lot of these guys who just speak and don't really
yeah.
understand. It's huge when you're fighting on when you're signed to a big boxing company like Top Rank and then get released, but
Right.
you stay active. Some
Right.
guys' egos get in the way where they feel like, nah, man, if it ain't a TV, if I'm looking for another big fight, I'm looking
Right.
if I sign somebody else. They don't like fighting on the smaller cards, but
Right.
you got to stay active. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's more important. I mean, do you agree? Like just being active, uh, is more important just waiting for to be signed to a bigger company?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think being active is the best thing you can do. I mean, in some cases, you don't want to go. You don't want to go for fighting for millions and then going for fighting for 5,000. But if it's
Right.
something, if it's something, it's better. I feel like it's better than, like you said, sitting on the bench for a year and waiting on some one big shot, and then somebody can catch you while you slipping because you're not even sharp because you ain't been in the,
Right.
you know what I'm
And that's
saying? You ain't been consistent. So
that's
I
why I
feel like
give.
better fighting on small cards and then just waiting on that one big shot.
Now, like you were saying, like the millions, that's a big
Yeah, that's the
difference.
difference. Yeah,
You know what I mean? But if you losing, you got to take
yeah,
your pride aside. I come across fighters who lose on TV a couple times and then they get invited to a small card. Hey man, you go sell tickets. They don't want to do it. And it's like, bruh, yes, we seen you fight on TV. You done lost 3 straight times.
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to stay
Yeah,
active or not? You know what I mean?
yeah,
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta put your ego away, man, and be like, okay, man, I gotta do this. You know, to get back to where you need to be. You know what I mean? So sometimes you have to do that, but I think the frustrating part, like you said, is to sit and like a lot of people don't know that you got brothers. You know what I'm saying? You got brothers, Marlon. I think it's Marlon, right? Marlon, can you hear me, Charles? I don't know if he froze or not. I think he probably froze up.
Yeah, he might have froze up.
He might come. He gotta go. Probably gotta come back in. Or he probably.
Yeah, you might have to leave and come back, bro.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, nah, there you go.
yeah. I can hear you. I heard you. I got a brother named Marlon here for sure.
Yeah, Marlon. He follows me on the social. He fought. He used to box, and then you got Isaiah.
Yeah.
How many is y'all siblings? Is it 4? Is it 3?
No, I got a lot of siblings. I got 6 other brothers and sisters on my mom's side.
Dang.
And 2.
Dang.
I got 2 sisters on my dad's side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm the
know
second youngest, so I got a big family. I got a big family.
Okay. So you got a couple fighters though. So
Yeah.
you got Isaiah.
Yeah, all us used to box. To be honest, all us used to box. But me and Wap took it.
You going in and out. Your service. I don't know. You going in and out real quick, Charles. There you go. You back in now.
I got a bad connection.
Damn,
Okay.
my bad.
It's cool. It's cool.
But yeah,
Rolling.
all my brothers and sisters box.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, did you know? You know, I keep the Ohio statistics. You know me, man. That's where my bread and butter is.
Yeah.
Do you know you got the most knockouts in the state of Ohio right now, and your brother Isaiah is number 2, and then you got Jared Anderson at number 3. How you feel about that?
I mean, it's good. Jared got all knockouts though, so his ratio better. But and I got more fights than him. But he heavyweight, so he really like an outlier.
Right, absolutely. I said that heavyweight is superior, but yeah, you got the most right now, and your brother right there. Y'all was tied for a second, you and Isaiah.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever talked about that? Or even y'all records was almost identical. It was for a second.
Yeah, it would have been identical if he would have fought this last fight. He was supposed to fight this weekend, but it had some. They wanted to wait for a bigger fight, and then I don't want to say his news, but he should be in a TV fight soon if you talk to him.
Yeah. Isaiah is right there. He's at 168. That weight class is so wide, man, and he's definitely gonna have. Man,
That's a big money weight class too.
That is a money class. That is too.
Yeah. So Isaiah is right there, and we was just talking about momentum. He just coming off that win against Kayla Henderson. That was huge to me. And then he didn't fight no more. It was like, dang.
It'd be them long hiatuses and all the politics of boxing, man. It's kind of crazy. Everything don't be going the way you think it should.
Right.
Boxing,
that's the first thing.
Yeah, boxing. The one thing I learned about boxing is a business first before it's even a sport, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So what's that transition like? Yeah, I mean, learning the business as well as and already you understand and still perfecting your craft within the process.
To be honest, you got to just have people in your corner who can put you. I ain't gonna say tutor you, but let you learn about your own business because a lot of different managers and stuff they handle all the business for you, but you got to ask questions and understand the business of boxing yourself. So asking questions and just being around different your managers and different promoters and just looking and learning, you can learn a lot.
Facts.
And you can
Now,
ask other fighters too. Ask other fighters who've been through stuff similar to yours or just been in different scenarios and just who on a higher level who got more business savvy in boxing.
yeah, I definitely commend you for having the humbleness. Yeah, I mean, within the we know what type of egos boxers have, what type of mentality you have to be successful in this sport. So being able to humble yourself enough to still learn from other people's mistakes, something I salute you as an individual on. You understand? Not only just a
Thank
boxer, but let's talk a little bit about you inside the ring, because I mean, I love your style, bro. You love to fight in the pocket, I mean? And talk to us a little bit, tell them a little bit about your style.
I feel like I feel like I'm a boxer puncher. I can do both, but I prefer to bring the pressure, bring the action. I don't know, it's just something in me that they like to bring, that like to fight. So I just fight smart, tight, and I'm coming to work. To be honest, I'm coming to bring a fight. But if I ever had to get on my back foot and move and box, I can do that as well too.
That's what I like about you, is that you can fight off the front foot and the back foot. So talk to us about some of the people you shared the ring with, champ.
As far as sparring, I didn't spar a lot of different guys. I didn't spar Jerron Ennis, Tony Harrison, Peter Quillen.
Oh, he went out. He went out of service again. Darn it.
Yeah, champ in the
I
car.
didn't spar
Steph, let us
a lot
knock
of
this
young.
out. I got you.
I didn't spar a lot of young guys coming up in the sport. A lot of guys around my age who've been coming up. I've been in the ring with a lot of different people and a lot of good learning experiences being in the ring with a lot of different people too.
Now, Charles, do you turn it up? You remember this quote? I don't know if you remember me saying this. This was I wrote this on my Facebook. It's probably about 2 years ago, and I said when Charles come in with an attitude in the gym, man, just let him hit the bag. Don't let him spar with nobody. Do you remember me saying that?
Yeah, I remember that. To be honest, to be honest, people say my big O say I'm the nicest person in sparring. Cause if you a lesser opponent or we worked on something, like I'm not the type of person that's gonna go hard. I'm gonna go as hard as you go. I'm gonna go as hard as you going. So I'm not even the type of person to even just turn up and beat somebody up or knock somebody up in sparring. I'm really the type to just really work with you for real.
Well, I heard a story. Shout out to my boy Darren Gibbs out of Columbus. He sparred you, I think. Yeah, you smiling, but he said he remember sparring with you, and y'all was in the first round, and he said, bro, he thought it was the fourth round already. And he said when it was the first round was over, you looked at him and said, this is just the first round. And so he got some good work out of you, man. And he definitely talked big about you, man. You got a good reputation, definitely in the state of Ohio and all around, man.
Yeah.
But
the real Gibbs used to be that when I was coming up, the real Gibbs was like, he was ahead of me when I first came into boxing. Like when he was amateurs, like he was like going to nationals and stuff, and I was really just still like a rookie for real.
Right,
so
right.
He's always so advanced and like. So when I got to work with him, I'm like, man, I'm still going off like it's past. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Even though we like older now and he took a little break, but I was still going off like, oh, this is the real kid. Like he got some work. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was kind of like that.
Yeah, no, he had definitely nothing but praises for you, man. You got that support, man. Like, now you know me and you. I call you personally when we watch these fights, man. These 154s, you a big fan of the 154 division, man.
For sure.
And I know. You look at certain fights and say to yourself, man, if that was me in there, I know. I know. And I'm going to bring a fight up, man, that Tim Kazu and Terrell Boucher, man. When you sing that, I know there were certain things that you seen that you could have did totally different. Have you imagined yourself already fighting Tim? Yeah. That's up there. You know what I mean?
Them dudes who coming up, to be honest, I imagine myself fighting all the young dudes. I know like a lot of the older guys, the Charlos and all the Jared Hurds and all them and people like that. I feel like they ain't gonna really be around too much longer. So I really, if I get them, it'd be good on my resume. But I feel like they ain't gonna be around too much longer in that weight class. So I just imagine myself going against guys like you said, Tim Zoo, Fandora, people around my age who coming up. You know what I'm saying?
People think I'm crazy, but I think you beat Fundora, man. I think
I know
your
you beat
style is.
Fundora.
I know
know
I
he
beat
beat
Fundora.
Fundora.
I know I beat Fundora. I think
You know,
he good though. I think Fedora a beast though. I think
he
he
is.
good. A lot of people don't think he good. I think he good though, to be honest. I ain't gonna
Yes,
lie.
I
I
think
think
for
he
him to
good,
be
but
able to take a shot.
I for sure can beat him though. I feel like that fight definitely gonna happen. I feel like we both gonna get a title and it's gonna be like kind of like a unification type fight. I know
Oh, so
he
you already imagining that happening? He right there. He gonna be right
oh
there.
yeah, oh yeah,
Fact.
that's what's gonna happen. Unification fight gonna be a big fight.
Now I'm doing something, so I'm gonna put you on the spot. You know, a lot of the fighters, man. I'm actually gonna have the Ohio fighters wearing the Ohio Run Boxing brand for their first title fight. That's something I'm gonna start a tradition, man. I want you to rock the Ohio Run Boxing brand on your first title shot, man. I think that would be dope for the state.
Facts.
I'm gonna put you on that, man. I think that'll be huge. You going in now? Hold on.
Yeah, you going in and out, big dog.
It's the service.
Yeah,
We
while he
good.
get
We
his
good.
while he get himself together, everybody smash that like, man. We got next up at the 154-pound division.
Yep.
Not a prospect. He definitely on his way. Mr. Charles Conwell himself. Then tapped in with OTB and Ohio Runs Boxing on Ohio's Day in Boxing. And when his service kick back in, he'll be tapped in with us, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that fight with him and Fundora would definitely be great, man. Just like
and that's a fight that puts both of them, I mean, in the upper echelon division. And that's a fight that both and all of boxing gonna respect them more after that fight. I mean, so as far as people who feel like Fundora might not take that fight, trust me, you understand, he understands the purpose of legacy. And that's one thing that I commend about Sebastian Fundora, as well as Charles Conwell. I mean, that's how we know that this fight gonna happen, because both of these kids, I mean, they want to be great. And the improvements that you see them make inside the ring is what allows me to know that both of them have the ability to be great. So, I mean, I'm more than a fan of Charles. You know how much I study this shit, bro.
right.
And man, to be 154 pounds and to be able to box and punch, you understand, most fighters at 154, they can do one or the other. And there's not a lot of power at 154. That's the reason Jermell having the success that he's having. I mean, so when you talk about the upside for a Charles Conwell, given the beast in him, you understand, as well as there you go. He looked like he backstage on us. Given the beast that's in him, and also his boxing ability, man, that division got his name wrote all over it.
Yeah, Charles. Before you went out, is you still good? I don't know if the service is freezing up a little bit, but we was talking about you rocking the Ohio Run Boxing brand, man. That's what we was talking about.
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, you good.
Oh yeah, I said I definitely can get you somewhere on the as far as a patch on the shorts or on the jacket or somewhere on me.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Got to rock.
Yeah.
For sure, I can definitely do that.
Definitely, man. We're gonna definitely do that because you're gonna be holding the title with that showing, man. So we already know. Know.
Facts.
Definitely.
So talk to him a little bit about the development of you. I mean, because we know that you're a boxer puncher. So what style do you prefer? Do you prefer to box or do you prefer to slug it out?
I don't prefer just to slug. I prefer to bring pressure, but I don't like getting hit myself. So I be trying to be smart with the pressure. You know what I'm saying? I like to do the slug, and I don't like to get slugged on.
Right.
Yeah. So I like to bring the pressure, but be smart about it, not get hit so much.
But you have that mindset that whoever you in the ring with, you want them to know that you were one of the best opponents that they ever fought. I think that's the type of mindset.
For sure.
that's the type of mindset you bring. And I remember having an interview, and I think I tagged you in this with Manny Woods. You fought Manny in Columbus. I was there at that fight. You broke your hand in the first round. And you stopped him in the second. I think it was the second. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you stopped him in the second. But I had an interview with Manny because I looked at his resume and all those guys that Manny has fought. Shout out to Journeyman. He's a beast, bro. I'm gonna tag OTB in there so he can see that interview that I did. It was on Facebook. I posted, but Manny has a resume. He fought a lot, and he said out of all the guys he didn't fight, Charles was the worst. He said Charles was the worst. He'll never forget that, and that means a lot from a guy, a journeyman who fights so many guys and so many styles. You know what I mean? He knew who you was, and you know what I'm saying. And guys like that, like I said, you just respect that, man. It's just all about, you know what I'm saying, development and getting better. You know what I mean? And that's guys like Manny Woods I respect so much. That's why I wanted to interview him. I didn't care if he had about 14, 15 losses. I knew his experience about what he knows in the ring will make me look right too, because that's my credibility. I've always been high on you even back in the amateurs. I want to say something too. Bring something to light about your amateur. A lot of people didn't even know that you fought Edgar Berlanga. In the amateurs, and I didn't see that fight, so you know it's not bragging or nothing. But what I was told was you stopped him like he got like 3 standing 8s, and his nose was bleeding. So I think you the source, man. You got to clear that up. That's what people were telling me. That. Do you even remember that fight? But I know you won.
Yeah, I remember that fight. That was my last youth fight. After that, that was my last youth fight, and then we all went to the Olympic trials that same year. So that was the same year that we went to Olympic trials that year.
Don't ignore the question. Was it 3 standing 8s?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was 3. It was 2. It was 2.
You know what I'm saying? Don't pull a slick one, Charles. Come on now.
No, it was 2 or 3. It was 2 or 3 standing 8s, but like that was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
He got better. I got better. So you know.
Yeah, no, I got it. Trust me. Listen, you gonna have guys that's in the amateurs that never turn pro. They brag on y'all. They wins against y'all. If they only got 1 win in the amateurs against y'all, they gonna tell their grandkids about it. That's just
you ain't lying, boy. And they ain't gonna let us forget the shit neither.
So I definitely understand that was a long time ago, but you already know the game, man. How they bring up the amateurs. But one thing I don't like is people who bring up the amateur fights that don't go to these amateur events, who don't be at these amateur fights and to even know what it's like to even watch amateurs. I'm not big on just, he beat him in the amateurs and he beat him in the pros, because that doesn't always translate. But it's good to see a guy that you fought in the amateurs do well in the pros, where y'all names have come together. You're like, dang, I fought him in the pros. So y'all always look for that. You know what I mean? You always look for that. So that's dope. That's always dope.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking about all the guys I even just came up with. Shakur, Devin, you know what I'm saying, Tiafimo. Looking at him like, bro, they can do it, bro. We all came up together, man. I know I can do it. We all developing the same. We all came up around the same time, at the same time, and everybody doing so good. So I know I'm following the right track. So
yeah, you got to humble yourself too, because as a fighter, I know you see the millions. It's like,
for sure, for sure. You be like, man, I be, and he made that much, man. You be like, dang, I can't wait till I get up there. Like he doing that.
It's coming. It's definitely coming, man. It's definitely coming. I'm gonna ask you this question about because we was gonna get into this topic. You can get into it with us too, but Richardson, Hitchison. I've said his name right. I hope he signed with Matchroom, man, and I made a post with him in Montana because I think that's a possible fight down the road.
For sure.
I purposely think Eddie Hearn signed Richardson for that purpose in the weight class.
I believe that. I mean, I remember back in the day, they used to be arguing over Instagram, Twitter, wherever they was arguing at.
Yeah, they was.
So I know for a fact that fight gonna eventually happen if both of them just keep winning and they both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's a real good fight for both of them.
I can spill y'all some tea because yesterday I got into a little inbox war with Montana. Montana thought I was hyping him up, so Montana was in his feelings. And I wasn't hyping him up. I just showed the tweet of him talking about Montana, and I said this is a possible fight in the future. And I think Montana don't want to look at him. He feels like he's looking backwards because of where he is right now in his career. I get it, but I'm looking at how Eddie's looking at it. Eddie ain't gonna sign a fighter in your weight class and have him on your undercard in Cleveland if he don't have the intentions of y'all matching up. He's going to test his investment sooner or later.
For sure. And if it's such an easy fight, don't even be tripping. Go ahead and get that easy check. You know what I'm saying? Make it. Hopefully they make it a title eliminator or something. You can go ahead and get that easy check.
Yeah, Montana was making it like I was towards him. I'm not just putting our little beef out. It wasn't even a beef. I just felt like he misinterpreted my post. He thought I was cahooing with the New York guys. I said, no, Dave is a guy I mess with, and we have our back and forth Ohio and New York, so it's nothing like that. But I just don't think he want to acknowledge Richardson, and he thinking that I post him is I'm against him and I'm fake. And it was funny, man. We had and I gave him my number, so Montana got my number. We gonna chop it up. He know he gonna see me around Ohio because I can't be, you know what I'm saying, with this hat. You gonna see me. You definitely gonna see me. So it ain't nothing but love, man. So I think he just taking he taking things a little personal, but they gonna end up, I think they're eventually gonna end up fighting sometime at the end of next year. I think that's what they're setting up for.
Yeah, I mean, if they both keep winning, and why not? It would get you closer to a title and get you a big check. Why not fight?
Right. Because I think that's what I said. The promoter going to test his investment regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Montana, he had he got clipped in his last fight and he won. It was a close one, but shoot, Eddie going to be on it. I think this is his last fight on this contract, to be honest. So
I ain't going to say I ain't going to say it's business, but I think that they're going to still be working together after this, but
Okay, cool. Because I think, like I said, especially if he sell out and do it real good in Cleveland, I think that'll definitely be good for him.
You come to the fight?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, well I'm there. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm there. I'm there.
Yeah, I'll be up there, man. We definitely gonna be down there in Cleveland, man. Speaking about being in Cleveland fighting, man, it's your experience fighting on the Jake Paul's undercard, man. How was that, man? And I was there. I was early. I was there at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
When the doors was first opening, I've never seen a crowd like that untelevised in an arena like that. I don't know if you have. But I've never seen that. It was like a nice crowd roaring for you. What was that experience like fighting in there, man?
I mean, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? It was a good experience. I had fun going there and displaying myself in front of everybody. I haven't fought at home since like my 5th pro fight. So come bring it all the way back, that was lit.
Fact.
And then, like you said, it was one of the biggest cards probably Cleveland ever had. So, you know what I'm saying? He brought the whole, and he didn't even bring the whole city. He brought the whole country out all to Cleveland. So, it just made it even better.
You had that Cleveland Indians. That Cleveland Indians fit was hard. Now I'm real big on costumes. I don't know about you, but I love those fits. Do y'all keep those and like put them in frames and like I'm never gonna wear it again? Like, what do y'all do with them? Because those will be auction pieces, man.
Facts. That's Ohio greatness right there.
I wore a couple of my outfits more than one time, but now I just wear them. I be one and done with them now. Even the boxing shoes, like I wear the boxing shoes. I won't train them or nothing. I just throw them boys off somewhere. But I don't know what color. I don't know what color I'm gonna do this time. I don't know.
Because you had the Browns, you had the Cleveland colors.
Yeah, I ain't seen him without Cleveland. Every time I seen him, he had something in Cleveland on.
Yeah,
he had you had your high school. Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't you have your high school colors before? That was dope. That was unique. That was unique. So you did something different. You did something different, man.
So tell us, champ, what you see as what's the fight that you want before you put your gloves up?
The fight I want before I put my gloves up?
Yeah.
The fight I want before I put my gloves up, man, it ain't a fight that's probably gonna ever happen because he's bigger than me. But I would love to fight Connell. But even though I know it never happened because he's way bigger than me. But we never know. Shit, you might. You never know. I'll go up to 168, man, down the line. And
I thought you was gonna mention Jamel. So I was waiting for Jamel's name to come up.
That's the fight I want for you. I ain't gonna.
Hey,
Jamel, that's gonna happen. that's gonna happen more sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? That'll happen more sooner than later before Canelo fight. So yeah, but for sure,
Man, I
Now,
I'm
think
given
man. If he still got the titles, if he still got the titles while I'm campaigning for a title, I'm gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in there and get that.
right.
now given that
I
you
think
was
you gonna
on the go
go
ahead,
ahead, go
bro.
ahead. No,
Given
I
that you
think
was on the same side of the street as him before, yeah, I mean, technically, when y'all was stable mates, was that a fight that you wanted then as much as you want now?
Who you talking about?
Jamel.
I'm,
Yeah, I'll take Jamel for. I ain't stable mates with Jamel.
Nah, I'm talking about but when you was on PBC. Weren't you on PBC for a certain amount of
no.
time?
Charles was never on.
No,
No, he was never
I
on
Oh,
never been
you
on
PBC.
what?
PBC. No, I
Okay.
never been
Yeah,
on PBC.
I wish.
Nah,
That's
I
for all.
said that
Think
because
he
they
was
used to
definitely
put his name up on the 154 list. Then when he
Yeah.
signed with Probellum,
They just started putting Charles' name on it. And that's why I was gonna get to
Yeah.
that too, Charles, because you didn't start
facts,
seeing
Yeah.
your name. How did you feel about that when you finally started seeing your name up there
facts.
with the top 154 pounders?
I'm like, finally, damn, finally. Yeah, I'm hey, people calling me, showing me like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, finally, damn, take me a minute, but yeah, I know how it go. This is like this fighter cycling in and cycling out, and it's like a whole new young generation coming up. So we about to get, it about to be a whole nother new list, and I'm gonna be the top dog soon.
And that's a good thing that, OTB, he thought you was with PBC because they
Yeah.
seeing PBC post you up there. That's dope.
facts,
We need
Mm-hmm.
that, because
Right.
facts.
sometimes it seems like you have to be signed with the company in order for them to promote you. And we shouldn't have
Right.
that. We should have the best ranked top guys at the top, no matter where they're at. We got to be transparent with these people and let them know, man, like, can't just be hiding off the best talent. We shouldn't see the top
You missed
welterweight
it, nah.
and then Crawford name ain't up there because he ain't with PBC. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Really?
Yeah. Y'all
That's
think
that.
who y'all got in that fight though?
Oh, I'm Crawford. I think Crawford. It's a 50-50 fight. Don't get me wrong, because I respect Earl. I'm not one of them people who don't like Earl. And no, I respect Earl. I think he's good for our sport. I'm a fan of Earl, but I like Crawford. I've been Crawford for years, man. I just think he's versatile and he's gonna bring something totally different. You know what I mean? So, but I like Crawford in that fight. Go ahead,
Who you
Mo.
got,
I got
OTB?
Crawford as real. I got Crawford as well, bro. It's the consistency and the jab that Earl lean on. He throw that jab so much. I feel like Crawford's best characteristic is his timing. And you know as well as I do, the more you see it, the easier it is for me to calculate the timing. And when he finishing his last 10 opponents, I don't think that he not gonna finish you once he time you up and line you up.
Right. So you saying you gonna stop him?
I
Yeah, I
don't
think
think
he's
he'll stop it.
stopping.
I
I
don't
think
think
he's
he's
stopping.
stopping it. I'm on record. I think Earl got a great beard. I respect those, man. You got one too. You done took some shots, but you don't take them as much because you got good defense. But I think he's gonna go the distance. I think Crawford beats him.
Yeah.
Now, can he knock his mouthpiece out? I think he can knock his mouthpiece out because of surgery. And I was telling people about that because Earl has mouthpiece that fell out twice. And I'm personally think it's a mental thing because he just had surgery and he loses focus. When the mouthpiece come out, Charles, he don't care where he's at. He's looking for
Facts.
that mouthpiece. And I was telling people that was never there before. So that's got to be him thinking that's his teeth. It's not nobody making fun of him. It's the truth. Danny Garcia, you go look at round 11 going into the 12th, the end, when his mouthpiece come out, and then you look at how he reacted against
Man.
Fuji.
Dude.
Bro, real talk. Like, I think that's a mental. If
Yeah, I
he
think
does
it's
that
safe to
against
say
Fuji,
who Charles got. Who you got,
go
Charles?
ahead, Charles. Who you got?
Man, that boy so 50-50. I can't pick until they get the all accents popping. I gotta see how they acting and training. I gotta see how they looking, you know what I'm saying? I gotta hear how they talking. I gotta see and
Facts.
hear everything before I just
That's smart.
choose. But right now, come on, go down superior. I think that's just
You going off the last performance.
I
That's what
see
it
like I
sounds
gotta
like.
just see how they it's such a close fight. It's such a close fight. I gotta see and then how they body looking. I gotta see all that before I just go all in with a pick.
No, that's smart. That's smart in a way because I did that before, and I remember when we're gonna have our picks, but then there's sometimes where you just look at the weigh-in and you see something and you be like, nah. Especially if you betting, you better wait. Don't you better wait before you if you betting, man. Look, sometimes the weigh-in gets a little whack. You know what I
Right. That's
mean?
what I'm
So,
saying. Like you gotta look at all that. That's why I gotta look at everything. Like before I pick it's a close fight, you gotta examine it.
mm-hmm.
So I got a
But
question for you, Charles. What you hate and love most about camp with you approaching camp soon?
one thing I hate is like for real, just the end. You know what I'm saying? You be hungry, you be real irritated because you be real irritated at the end of camp because you be so skinny, you be hungry, and you just be like, man. But the best thing I like getting in shape though. I like seeing my body transform like from being to where I'm at now than to being all the way in tip top shit. I think that's like the best. That's the best thing for real for me. And just seeing your body transform to being from where you start to where you finish it at.
Right.
That's dope. That's dope. So what part of your training regimen do you feel is most instrumental given your fight style?
You said what part of my training regimen do I like?
Yeah, what part of training do you feel like your training is a must do given your
Man,
fight
when I was a
style?
kid, when I was a kid, um, I used to really hate like running. Like I hated running when I was a kid. And that was like the most annoying thing. But now I enjoy running now though. It just give you a clear mind and you just think and you can just you know what I'm saying, just be at peace while you running or listen to your music.
Facts, facts, facts. Champ then
Going on
went out.
again.
Yeah, Champ then went out for us,
There
man.
you
He
go.
giving
Okay.
us a
You
piece
back
of
on.
his
You
day,
heard
so
me?
y'all be as patient with us as he is with us. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Champ.
I was just saying like when I was a kid I used to just like hate running, but now I actually feel I like running now. I can run all day now.
That's
Like
good.
it's like I get
We gonna
it's like
definitely need it.
it's like a peaceful thing now. It's like a peaceful, you know what I'm saying, type thing for me now. But when I first started boxing, man, I hated running. But now I enjoy running. I like sparring too, though. Sparring and running, they're my two favorite things.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So if you had to go back and look at a fighter, what fighter do you watch and you see yourself in, or do you mimic yourself after them?
No, I don't really try to mimic myself after nobody complete style, but if they doing something like real good, if they doing something real good, you know, I'm gonna take it or I'm gonna try to implement it in my own style at the same time. So I like, but my favorite old school boxer is Mike Tyson. I like my favorite today is Connell, Terrence Crawford, and then and I like all the young guys who I came up with. So I like watching them too. But I don't really go too far back into the day boxing unless like one of my coaches like tell me like, all right, go
Uh,
study him, or, like, you know what I'm saying. And then that's when I go back and go study the other fighters and just look at old stuff. Or my dad to bring up like, man, a move from a fighter did so long ago, and he try to like, man, still do this. These moves still work today. You just got to do it. So it just be different
facts,
stuff like that.
facts.
Let me ask you a question, Charles. If you had a Lubin fight come up, knowing after his last performance how Lubin looked, would you take a Lubin fight now, knowing after his last performance, just because it's a
I'm
name?
Yeah, I'll take a Lupin fight if they talking right. Why wouldn't I? I mean, hopefully, I still get the credit of what he done before. Even though he
Got
come
you,
off a loss, he still only lost to real good fighters. You know what I mean? So
got you. Because
if it came up,
some
I'll
fighters don't, sometimes they turn those fights down because they don't want the people to come up with an excuse saying, "Oh, he was already washed up, this and this." But I think
yeah,
Lubin still is a good name in the vision, man. I still hope he comes back. To be honest,
yeah. I think he definitely gonna come back. He still he ain't old, so he should be cool. I don't think I don't think they'll come out in the deep end like that soon again though, like that. But
they're gonna slow
if
him
he
down.
Yeah, I
They
think they're gonna restart him, starting back over, build his confidence back up, stuff like that.
I don't know about J-Rock. J-Rock, they didn't did it with J-Rock. He on the back burner right now. I know he coming back, but that's the good thing about being with a big promotional company, man. They look out for their own.
Facts. So as you have transitioned when now you sign with Pro Bellum, yeah, I mean, what's most optimistic for you about switching to about having a new promoter now?
You know, as far as all that, to be honest, it came up as I didn't really, how can I put this? I'm with Pro Bellum, but it's like they like work with my promoter. Like I'm not directly with Pro Bellum, so
Okay.
they like
That's dope. That's
they
dope.
got a contract with my promoter, basically. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I'm with them directly. Like I signed to a promotional company. Like my promoter did a deal with their promoter, and I guess that's how it came together. You know what I'm
That's what's
saying?
up.
But as far as Pro Bellum, I heard they had like a lot of good stuff coming in the future, and they got like they still got good fighters like Regis Prograde, myself, and other world champions from overseas and stuff like that. So I mean, what I'm really looking forward to be honest, is I can fight all across the world now. You know what I'm saying? Because they got such a big platform over in the UK and all them other different countries, and you know what I'm saying? You know, them new promoters bring good money, so hopefully they come with some good paper.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. So you know, let's talk a little bit about it inside the ring, man. If you don't know, man, I love this sport. I love the science of boxing. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of people ain't familiar with you being a boxer and puncher. So were you a boxer first or a puncher first? Did your power develop late, or did you always have not?
I feel like I always had power as a kid. I was kind of like a bigger kid. I never was a kid who fought. I always fought like 119 or 125 coming out the gate, straight amateur. You know what I'm saying? I never went like one of them 75-pound, 70-pound kids. So I always had size, and I think I always had power. It's just I had to more so develop learning how to box and know when to use my power and when not to use my power and how to use my feet, different stuff like that. That's more
So
like a challenge for me.
So when it comes to that transition, is that a transition when you're transitioning from offense to defense in a fight? Is that effortless or is it more instinctive?
I mean, to be honest, it's a little bit of both. Once you keep on practicing, keep on doing stuff in practice, it becomes a habit. So now it become more like of a habit now for me, or just like something you just do, like you said, instinct. Now it's kind of like an instinct now.
Yes,
Right.
I noticed when you fight, you have a high guard, but you don't keep your head on the line. You know,
Facts.
you don't just sit there with the high guard and just keep your head on the line. You keep it, you go off the line with your guard still up high. It's almost like a catch and shoot type of style.
Yeah,
Well, you know what I mean? You get a good feel. And it seems like once you get that rhythm, once you catch on, it's a wrap. It's like you
yeah,
locked in. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Now I feel like the crazy part is like I feel like I'm 100% comfortable in the ring yet. So the more comfortable I get, the more I feel like y'all get to see more of my style and more of me. So it's just me. I'm still growing as a fighter, getting more and more comfortable in the ring and just developing too.
Another important attribute you have too, I think a lot of people that don't really pay attention to is that you you stay committed to the body work, even if you
Mm-hmm.
don't even know if you hurt your opponent or not. You keep that pressure, and eventually you do break them down. Not all
Yeah,
of them, but eventually
yeah,
you stay committed. You never give up.
yeah. I feel like that just comes with being. You got to stay consistent on breaking the person down. Even if they don't quit, you can see like their energy again. They have less power, they got less energy and movement. So if you're not stopping them, you still breaking them down and then just moving less, or you know what I'm saying, just punching less or using less power or something like that. So it's
Now,
all just a breakdown.
now shout out to Coach Otha Jones, because I remember I talked to Otha a lot
Facts.
too. He told me, he said it's like sometimes you can actually you be hearing them breathe, they breathing change. He said they be breathing, you can hear it like change. He said he had me rolling, man, talking about that. He said you can tell from the breathing sometimes by hearing them.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another thing. You got to check their breathing. You got to check their body language. That's another way you can tell you breaking the person down. not just like not like punching and stuff. You gotta check their body language and how they move and how they breathing. You know what I'm saying? That's another way.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as a trainer go, do you prefer a trainer that motivates you or teaches you?
Can you
That's a
say
good
that? I
one.
couldn't hear the phone, bro.
I said, as far as your as far as picking your trainer and as far as you growing with your trainer, do you prefer a trainer that teaches or motivates you?
The service.
Yeah,
You
his
get
service went out. He on the highway, y'all. So y'all be patient with us
slow.
just as much as he is.
Yep.
But yeah, bro,
Appreciate
I
Charles coming
appreciate you.
through, man.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate Charles coming through. I
Now I
appreciate you
will let.
bringing him through.
Yeah. I said I'm gonna let you know the next time. I wanted to surprise you with a moment, man. So I'll give you the heads up the next time. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, it's all good, man. It was actually genuine. Yeah, I mean, they just get to be a witness of the conversation. But I definitely appreciate you bringing him through, bro. You see the smile that they put on me. But you with us? You with us, champ?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So my question was, do you prefer a trainer that motivates you or that teaches you?
You got to do both because the more you teach me, the more you teach me, I'm gonna do it. But when you motivate somebody to do it, they gonna get me more excited to keep working on it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, that's a good jab. You working on your jab. You got me working my jab, and I use my jab, and you ain't saying nothing. But if you see me working on my jab, and you like, ooh, okay, you looking good with the jab. That's gonna make me work on the jab more and more, and make me want to do it more. You know what I'm saying?
have the let me ask you a question. Have the crowd ever played a role in your fight and like changed the dictating how you fight because you hear somebody talking trash or you know what I mean? It's like, okay, let me turn it up on your boy now because I hear y'all out here talking. Have you ever been influenced by the crowd? This is a good question.
Nah, I ain't never been influenced by the crowd like somebody talking trash, but I've been influenced by the crowd by like somebody who like it's not like when you hit somebody with a good shot, they be like, ooh, oh, then that something like that might make you like, okay, the crowd said it was a good shot, like you hear saying, ooh, oh, now I'm gonna turn up, you know what I'm saying? So that's more how it be.
I get it because I see that with Robert Easter is like that too. Robert is a guy who sometimes get influenced by the crowd. I've noticed Robert Easter does that where if the people oohing and eyeing, Robert gonna start fighting. He'll stop boxing. I'm like, come on, Rob, you gotta stay consistent, man. You get caught up in it. And I love Rob. You know, he love it bang on the inside, but he can just box. You know what I mean? That's just his dog mentality. You know what I'm saying? When you got that dog in you, it's just it is what it is. You can't stop it. You know what I mean?
Right.
What Charles, I could tell from how you fight that you an East Cleveland guy. Yeah, I mean, I know you ain't a Shaker Heights guy. You understand? So given that, you understand, if you were in boxing, what would you be doing, bro?
Man, to be honest, I think I'd be a businessman. To be honest, I think I'd be like an entrepreneur, some type of businessman. I like real estate, so I'll probably be into real estate, or I'll be some type of entrepreneur, have some type of product I'm selling.
Facts.
I can see Charles Conwell Promotions though in the future too. While you playing, man?
Oh yeah, man. You might catch me out here getting one of these youngers under my wing, promoting, managing the thing, man.
I think that'll be dope. That'll fit you real good, man. But we don't want to keep you long, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. I definitely appreciate you coming on.
Man, definitely appreciate you, bro. And we plan on having you back. Just know we fans at OTB Boxing School. You got the whole state of Ohio behind you, bro.
Appreciate you, OTB Boxing, Ohio Run Boxing. I appreciate both of y'all, man.
You already know, man. Tell them where they can find you, man.
You can find me on all social media platforms at Charles Conwell. No spaces, no underscores.
All right, and you was off, Mark. He announced that he had a fight. We the first ones to know about it. He got a fight coming up. So you know what I'm saying.
So go ahead, tell him again, champ, when you fighting, and tell him what to look forward to.
Okay, yeah, I'm fighting November 26th on the Regis Prograde versus Zepeda undercard. November 26th. November 26th in LA.
That's going down. That's good.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
All right, let them know Ohio Run Boxing. Let them know who run it, man.
Shout out to Ohio Run Boxing, man. Ohio Runs Boxing. Shout out to OTB Boxing School, man. Thanks, and I'll see y'all soon, man.
Yep,
You
yep,
know it,
man.
champ.
All right.
That was Charles, y'all. That was DJ right there, man. That was the one of the top 154 pounders, bruh.
Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off on it first and say that that division got his name all over it, and it's not even a 147 pounder that I see threatening him. Yeah, I mean, or threatening his success that he have at 154. And then y'all heard him say that he can get up to 160. Yeah, I mean, so I definitely can't wait to see the fights and the fights that we see out of him at that weight class as well.
Go
Because
ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
No, I'm saying don't be surprised that he can cross over with an Earl Spence too, because if he can win them belts and Earl's looking for a couple titles, that can be a Texas Ohio thing too. A lot of people they're not looking ahead, but he's definitely on task to be, with some of these guys that's coming up to 154. That's from
Facts.
Andy Garcia's. I mean, he's seeing them all.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? He will be favored in a lot of these fights, man.
Facts. And Bud included. I ain't even gonna hold you. Bud included.
Facts.
Whoever's the win that fight, you understand that's you. I think that we'll all see his drive and his determination shift as everybody within that weight class understand the magnitude of those two fighters stepping up. Queen Tay Tay, I appreciate you, my queen. Appreciate you, Queen of TWT. But just as well as Coach, you heard him say fighting on your boy card. You understand? And I think that that's big. And I'm telling y'all right now, you could pretty much sign that, seal, and deliver. Given his performance, and they see that performance, then I wouldn't be surprised to see Lou DiBella really shoot him something long term. And I think that was as big as a sign as the Regis Prograis. Yeah, I mean for Pro Bellum. Yeah. I think that was his biggest sign as him, because Charles is not only marketable, but he's a boxing fan's dream, as y'all could tell, because not only has he shared the ring with the likes of Edgar Berlanga, and I mean, you can name it, Boots Ennis, and you can name all of these high talent individuals that he shared the ring with, but he wasn't in there getting his ass whooped neither. Yeah, I mean, the kid can actually fight, and him being able to box and fight is what makes him most marketable to me. You understand? Because that just guarantees me that he's gonna want the fights that'll solidify his greatness. And when we see that at prospects, I'm always, you understand, head over heels about that.
Yeah, and he a humble kid, man. Humble kid. Show a lot of love, man. Charles he's one of the real ones out there, man. I got never love him, and we talk almost every time a 154 fight is on. I'm Castano, you name it. We hitting each other up and we talk about it, man. So, but I had to bring him on, man, and he was like, it was a no brainer, man. He was like, oh, I'm ready. I'm down. 3, cool. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about, man.
Facts, man, and I definitely gotta applaud you, bro, because he's another one. That's another testament of, I mean, the work and what you put into the state of Ohio, what you put into the success of Ohio boxers. You understand? So when bro, like I'm always tell you how important that is. You understand how much I also, I mean, embrace carrying that baton with you, but what you done put into it, bro, and to see it develop, and to see your fighters that you watched as kids develop into superstardom, I mean, it's something that I really look to push you to grow on the same stage and get the flowers that the boxing community deserve to give you, bro, because I mean, you put the work in.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it, man. So, yeah, trust me, I get people all the time like, Marcus, you can do interviews, this fighter, this, and this. I could have been doing it, man. That's but I always value relationships than the business. And I developed a great relationship with a lot of these fighters behind closed doors, man. And like I said, I didn't got fighters out of jail. People don't even know about, you know what I mean? And
Facts.
it's not just boxing, man. It's real relationships with these guys, man. So they don't never feel like when I ask for something, and if I do ask for something, it's genuine. It's never nothing where, you know what I'm saying, they feel like they got a question, because our relationship has been straight, genuine. So yeah, man, that's how you got to carry yourself. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? In this boxing universe, anyway, you got to carry yourself like that, because there's a lot of users. There's a lot of people who do certain things for clout. I'm not.
Facts.
I'm not that guy. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying? I'm just not.
Nah, man, and we all, yeah, I mean, I speak for the whole boxing community when I say we benefit from that not being you. Yeah, I mean, the state of
Mm,
Ohio couldn't have that success on the stage that it deserves without you. So yeah, man, as we continue to grow and to run with that baton and hit the sideline on their ass, yeah, I mean, then it's equally as important that you understand and that we put some value on the work that you put in already.
right.
Because ain't no price on that, bro.
I appreciate it, man. I definitely appreciate it, man.
Real
What you
talk,
think?
man.
To get back to before we hang up, get up out of here, dog. Because I know you probably going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gonna get ready to transition into everything boxing. I appreciate every individual who tapped in with us. Go ahead, bro. What you have?
Uh, what was your thoughts on that Montana and Richardson, man? You know, I told you what I.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's address
I
this
know
one
you read
time for
some. I know you
Ohio.
read
It's
the comments.
Ohio's day. We gotta address this shit. All right, man. I don't got no problem with y'all talking y'all shit. Talk y'all shit. But let's keep this in the ring. Let's keep this on the sport of boxing. And I understand Montana. I get it. Yeah, I mean, you work. This the first time that you we see your consistency. So we see your development as well. Yeah, I mean, now your promise is equaling up to what we always knew it would be.
Mm-hmm.
However, you are never bigger than the sport. You understand? And with that being said, you are in Ohio, bro. Like, you understand? So let's keep this shit in the ring first off. And when it comes to Africa Hitchens, that was the only thing I didn't like was the gangster talk. You understand? Y'all boxers, bro. Like, I understand that boxing, you have to have a certain mentality to where yeah, I mean, you have to always feel like you the best. Yeah, I mean, I get it. The gangster shit though, y'all, that fight gonna be in Cleveland. I done been to East Cleveland before. Like I can tell. I done been to Shaker Heights. I done been up Euclid Road. You understand? Don't play around. You understand? And make this no extra shit because it took us long enough to get Montana hit this fight at home as a champion. So let's make sure that we give the fans and the sports, yeah, I mean, what it deserves. If y'all just building this fight up, I'm with that. I'm with that. I just would
Mm-hmm.
really hate to see it bleed outside the ring because I know the entourages of both of these individuals and both of them. Africa's a real one. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna hold you. He's a real one. Just like Montana's a real one, Africa's a real one. So, yeah, I mean, it's always one straw from breaking that camel back. And these two haven't even eclipsed the success that I feel like they can. Yeah, I mean, so I need for that to happen in the ring.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I don't. To me, I personally think Montana don't even think the dude deserve to be in the ring with him at all. I think a couple fights under match room, and then they're gonna probably set it up. But what Montana don't understand from our conversation we had in the inbox, uh, Eddie signed him in your weight class for a reason. He's going to test his investment. That's just what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? He's gonna test his investment eventually. You know what I mean? That's what promoters do. To see what he got. You know what I mean? And I think Richardson is definitely a great fighter. and I think they're going to be on a collision course. And when I posted that and I said that, I think it rubbed Montana the wrong way because of where he's at right now. I feel like, hey, that would be going backwards, which it will be if they fought now. But let him get a couple fights, man, and get a decent name. And I think, now if Eddie have him fight the first quarter of next year, that will be really, really huge. I don't know, and I think Montana would be upset with that, but I think it's going to be on Eddie. Eddie is really setting this up. He's setting some staples up. When you see the signings, you have to look at how Eddie is, why he's signing the fighter or why he's signing certain fighters. You know what I mean? Everybody he's not going to build around. Some fighters get signed to get fed, and some fighters get signed to knock off the other guy who the promoter don't believe in.
Facts.
That's definitely how the game is, man. So I definitely think it's gonna be interesting to see these guys at the press when he's at his other fight. If Montana go say something to Richardson, are they gonna say something? Because Montana told me he don't
Facts.
believe he has any history with him, bro. Y'all been talking in the last couple of years. Y'all been saying certain stuff going back and forth. Y'all have history.
Yeah,
He might not
y'all
know him
been knowing
personally.
this shit was coming. Montana just feel like he's above, you understand, that level of
Yeah.
opposition. And I can see why. Montana done fought enough champions. You know what I mean? Within the same right, I have to be respectful also to the fights that Montana done have. You know what I mean? And Richardson just hasn't been active enough. So
Mm-hmm.
him putting his name in that, him dropping his name in the hat, you understand, is something that I was good to see. That's something that's good for boxing. That's something that's good for that 140-pound division. And let's remember Josh Taylor, you understand, is Josh Taylor is about to vacate all of them straps too. You
Mm-hmm.
understand? And that 140-pound division about to be up for grabs, and you're gonna start to see certain people position themselves to be successful. So yeah, I mean, I was glad that Africa put his name in the hat. It was just the gangster shit for me, bro. I didn't
Yeah.
like it. I didn't like the police shit. I didn't like nothing insinuating that this shit was gonna bleed outside the ring. I
And
didn't like Montana
right.
telling me walk lightly in my city. Bro, we know this your homecoming. Ain't nobody in the country that ain't gonna respect the gangsters in Cleveland. God damn it. Trust me. God damn it. Everybody know it's bigger than Bone East 1990. We know what go down in Cleveland. So you don't have to remind him of that. And he's from Flatbush, Brooklyn. You understand? Like shit.
Mhm.
But them is two definite environments that, and two entourages that, man, that just got goddamn it jail time and embarrassment to the sport of boxing wrote all over it.
Yeah, no, true. It's true, man. It should never be that. It should never get that serious, and that's why I think, like I said, it's all about. It's just boxing, man. At the end of the day, it's nothing personal. I embrace that fight. If it does come to fruition sometime next year, at the end of next year, give Richardson a couple tune ups and welcome fight. That's what they're doing. They give him one, but give him 1 or 2, and see what he's about with Montana, man. You know what I'm saying? So. I like the fight. Like I said, I like the trash talking. It's part of the sport, but it should never go to the point where we're taking it out in the streets. But I will be in Cleveland for sure. You know what I
Facts,
mean?
facts. I definitely be up to Cleveland for that fight. November 12th, I am there. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Hey, I told you, boy, if I goddamn it have to ride with you, I am there. I will goddamn
Yeah.
it drive to Columbus and ride with you the rest of the way, man. Shit, I'm there, goddamn it. We will have film, we will have footage, and we will be working. I ain't
Yeah.
even gonna hold you, man. I don't know. I ain't decided. I might just go, you know what I mean, and enjoy the event and not even work that motherfucker.
Now,
'Cause
I think I think I'm a chill. I'm a chill on this one, man. I might
yeah,
because I
that's
know
what I'm
people
thinking. I'm thinking I'm gonna just go and enjoy the fight, man, because I
Mhm.
went up for Prince Albert Bell. Shout out to Prince Albert, man. I went up for his, and I enjoyed my peoples that I hadn't seen so much that, yeah, I mean, fight night, I was just enjoying watching the fight and being there, bro. I ain't even want to work. I ain't want to get no film, no interview, none of that shit. Let's just,
Sometimes it's like that, man. Sometimes it's
yeah,
like that.
man.
It's like you just want to enjoy it. Sometimes because you're such a fan of the sport first, man. So first and foremost, what I'm saying, that I don't never want to be that guy just press, put the camera all in your face and this and this. You know what I'm saying? It's all about timing with me. You know what I mean? It's almost it's always about timing. But yeah, no, man. I think for this Montana, we already got a little tension going on anyway, so he probably don't want to see me in the press box. So,
Nah, man, it's all love, man. Montana know your heart, man. Montana just
it's cool, but
you like Montana always been a me against the world person. You
absolutely.
understand?
That's why I don't
He's
take it personal.
always had that aura in him. You know what I mean? Where
Mm-hmm.
it don't take but two people to laugh at a joke that the third person say, and then he the nigga in the room that be fuck everybody. Then ain't none of y'all with me. Ain't none of y'all against me. And
Yeah.
he needs that added motivation for himself. So yeah, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
we had never not substantiate, yeah, I mean, our relationships with him. He know your heart, bro. You done watch this kid since, you understand, before
For
he
the
turned.
longest, yeah, I would
Yeah,
for the
so
longest.
you understand, that's just a matter of him giving himself this outlook that, yeah, I mean, let's remember he in camp also. So I
Not
understood
with
that perspective. It was the shunning down on Africa, like, oh, you ain't done enough to fight me. Like, hold on, bro. Once upon a time, you was fighting Baron Check, and your ass hadn't fought nobody neither.
mm-hmm.
You understand? So, I'm never a fan of that. As somebody has to be the Lamont Peterson, the Errol Spence. Somebody has to give each other an opportunity to prove their greatness, and within that process you'll solidify your greatness to us. So that's definitely a fight I plan on seeing. As much as Eddie Hearn has invested in Montana Love,
Yeah.
then I'm only inclined to think that, yeah, I mean, Africa Hitchens is worthy of the same investment level. Yeah, I mean, and that's a big fight potentially if we can give it time to build itself. If y'all can allow this fight to not build in a negative direction, then us as fans will want to see y'all inside the ring and see the outcome of all this shit talking outside the ring. But right now, it's yeah, ain't neither one of y'all just at that point to where that fight is at its biggest moment as it could be.
Now I'm with you on that. Now I think it depends on just how Eddie what he sees as the fighters. Does he see he can make an investment? Does he think he has a good investment in Montana? Is he gonna find out? Is it after the fight in Cleveland? We gonna find out. You know what I mean? So we gonna see because I think, like I said, I know how some of these promoters move. Where the guy they sign is they're signing just to test their investment to see if this guy is worth what I'm paying him.
Facts. Cordell Booker just got signed by the zone to fight Ammo Williams, for
Yep.
example. Yeah, I
Yep.
mean,
So that's what they're going to do sometimes, and then sometimes it's a 1 fight deal, 2 fight deal. So I don't even know what Hitchenson's deal is, but it'll let you know. Well, eventually, Eddie is not going to be promoting a lot of these guys. He's signing them to drop some people off. You know what I'm saying? And that's just common sense. That's boxing 101 when it comes to business, man. So that's it. So we'll definitely see what the future hold next year, and definitely after this fight in November. I want to see, is Richardson gonna call Montana out? Is he gonna say certain things? Because that's gonna be really interesting. But I don't want to hang long this 428.
yeah, man. I know Key probably waiting on us. He probably watching us right now. Everybody, as y'all transition out, get over to everything boxing and sports.
Mm-hmm.
The brother Keon about to come on. Man, everybody who missed. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me bring Knockout up, man. I know Knockout wanna. Yeah, we did have that interview. Hold on, Knock. I'm about to drop it for you, Brody. But
Knock
yeah,
out
man, we was blessed enough to have 16 and no Charles Conwell come up and
17.
17 and 0. My bad, bro. My bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
that's cool.
Yeah, we had 17 and 0 Charles Conwell come up. More than just a prospect, more than just yeah, I mean, more than just
He a
more than just
contender, man.
another boxer, more than just a contender. Yeah, I mean, man,
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of Charles, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. There's some shit going on. Hold on, knock, man. They got me going through some bullshit. They done pulled up some shit on the side. I ain't never seen that, y'all. StreamYard got some shit going on.
That's funny.
Yeah, they got some shit going on.
Yeah, man.
Shit,
I
my
said I was.
numbers
I
ain't
put.
up. Shit, ain't but 17 us, 19. 19, you want to be technical, but go ahead, bro. Let me get this link post for
But
now.
yeah, no, I said yeah. I said yeah. I knew he was gonna come through. That was my little surprise guest, man. So I said I'll keep you up front next time. I'll let you know who coming, so you'll be prepared more, man. So it was a loop. You did good though. You did good. You got with the questions and Charles, everything with the flow, man. So I didn't want you to beat me over the head. Like, man, you could have told me, Charles. I'd have been more prepared. But you did great. You did great. I gotta give you that, Mark. You did great.
Nah, bro, that made my day. I ain't gonna hold you, man, because me and you, like, for y'all that don't know, man, me and bro talk. Yeah, I mean, we talk boxing outside of, yeah, I mean, these shows. So he know
Mm-hmm.
what a fan of Charles I am. You understand? And that's somebody I love, individuals who perfect their craft, and you understand, and for him to be the talent that he is, for him to have the boxing ability he have, and still be willing to go in the pocket and take your best shot and land his and look at you and smile. When I
Mm-hmm.
seen that shit, I fell in love instantly. When I seen somebody hit him and he looked at him and smiled, man, I fell in love just as a fight fan, as a fight analyst,
He a
as
dog, man.
yeah, man. But salute to my brother Knockout coming in, tapping in with us. Appreciate you stepping up, bro. You could have came up for the interview now. I
No,
told
bro,
Snap,
y'all was doing such a great job, and salute to both of y'all brothers, man. Ohio Run Boxing and my brother OTB, man. Y'all did y'all thing. First, before we get on the boxing, OTB, you janky as hell, bro.
what I do, bro?
You was saying shit about injured players and shit, bro, about the Bengals and the Dolphins, and you got Tua hurt, bro.
Hey,
Janky ass out of here, bro.
nah. Let me tell you, bro. Like
Nah, bro.
for
Nah,
the
bro.
for the real football fans, bro, y'all got to go back and remember Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. Cincinnati ain't one of them. Think about the crosstown. We used to have a game called the Crosstown Shootout between UC and Xavier. Y'all, they fought every goddamn year. They can't even play the game no more.
Man,
Like
you
shit,
acting like
some
them. You
people
acting
you
like
just
them
don't talk
goddamn
shit to.
Eagles fans, bro. You acting like them Eagles fans, bro.
Some people you just don't talk shit to. Not, I knew it was gonna be some consequences, bro. Tyreek Hill went out there talking about he owns somebody and he about to do this and that. And man, you can't come to Cincinnati like that and not expect no consequences, bro.
No, that dude body slammed to her, bro. I was
Man,
like,
I
ooh.
think it was
Yeah,
to me. I
hey,
think it was a
I ain't gonna
clean.
lie though.
It was a clean play.
I think boxing and MMA and shit, they kind of desensitized me and shit. Cause when he was seizing up on the field and shit, I was like, well, I mean, shit, I see that all the time. He'll be back in like 4-5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he'll be back in 4-5 weeks. He'll be all right. I'm like, damn, this kind of fucked up, bro. I gotta
man.
start watching so much combat sports, man.
Hey,
It
No, that's what.
desensitized me.
Hey, we
hey,
had a boxer. We had a boxer on. We had a Bobo Car out of Cincinnati say, "Oh man, after seeing that, football is more dangerous than boxing." I said,
Shit.
"Dude, man, if you don't cut it out, we didn't have about 8 boxers die in the last 2 years. Cut it
It
out."
was a dude that just, may he rest in peace. I think his name is man, I forget, it's on ESPN, but he just died, bro. He
for
just died
real?
like yesterday. Yeah, he was in a fight this past Saturday, got knocked out. It was one of them, knock 'em sock 'em robots or whatever type fights. Got knocked out, had a cranial bleed or some shit, and went brain dead. They kept him on life support for 5 days. He just passed away yesterday, bro. So football don't produce that shit and boxing does that on a regular basis to some of these fighters and shit, bro. So
Mm-hmm.
it
Yeah,
ain't much, bro.
football's tough, but it ain't no boxing, bro. Like I said, I think that play. I actually looked at the play. I said it was a clean play. I mean, I see that. I done seen quarterbacks get hit like that where you wrap around him, you throw him down. but the way he hit his head, and plus I heard he had other injuries before that too. You know what I'm saying? Trauma.
He just ain't got no pocket awareness, and he little, bro. You can't be out there in the NFL like playing quarterback as much as they get hit at no 195, 200 pounds and shit, bro. Like, you can't do that shit, bro. Like, cause them dudes is tackling you, they 260, 270, they run 4.4s and they strong, bro. So they'll throw you down. Or if you're gonna be small like that, you gotta be like little Kyler Murray and shit. You gotta know how to just get down, bro, and just take some of the steam out of it. He was trying to fight for yardage, fight to throw and shit. Like, nah, bro, they gonna throw your ass down. You better just get down, man. Stop playing with them boys, man.
Yeah, man, you ain't lying, bro. Like, for real.
But I was saying it. I think OTB loading back up, bro. I was saying it in the chat, man. A lot of people talk about because they got big backings and stuff, and I don't know why ain't nobody signed Charles Conwell yet. A lot of people talk about like Xander Zayas. A lot of people talk about Jesus Ramos. I think they good prospects, bro. But Conwell is right there on par with him, if not better, bro. He's right there with him. He's right there on the same level that they on. So I just hope he start getting the publicity that he deserves. I know he was on a couple of Ring City cards on NBC, but hopefully he can parlay a big deal. And then his style is so aggressive and so fan friendly. You would think one of these promoters would be dying to pick him up because he's so aggressive and he comes with the pressure and he really coming to bring that shit to your front door. And
absolutely, bro.
Usually they like that shit. You know what I mean? Usually they jump on that. So I don't know what the problem is or why not, but man, I love watching them fight, bro. I've always thought that he was nasty with it, bro.
Yeah, he is, man. You nailed it on the head, man. I think, and I don't say this just to be. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just say this: if he was in Edgar Berlanga's position with Top Rank, he'll already be fighting for a title. I guarantee. Guarantee.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why Top Rank, because Top Rank ain't got no skin in the 130 54-pound division anyway. They should be trying to get him so they could at least have some, have somebody at 154 that can bring some wreck to some of these dudes, because they ain't got no now, bro.
And here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, not to cut you off, but here's the thing. He's fighting on the undercard of a Top Rank. That's going to probably be a Top Rank card mostly. So that's pretty good. I think that's going to give him a little bit more exposure. And then who knows what happens after that, man. So I think him fighting on that what is it? Regis Prograis undercard with he
going to be on that? Oh, yeah.
He fight. Yep, he on the undercard.
Is that promoter that got is that promoter that won the purse bid? Is they still the ones that's holding the Regis fight?
Ooh, I didn't know nothing about the purse bid. Did it go to purse bid?
Yeah, Regis and Zepeda went to purse bid, and some promoter that ain't got no fights won that shit, bro.
Whoa, I didn't know that. I'm gonna look that up.
So it ain't on ESPN.
Wow, so that makes sense.
Because what happened was Top Rank didn't bid on the fight. They didn't bid on the Regis and Zepeda fight. They let Zepeda's Mexican promoter bid on the fight, because if Top Rank had bid on the fight, then the fight would have had to be in America. But they were trying to let Jose Zepeda's promoter bid on the fight from Mexico so that he could have a better chance to win the fight. Because if Zepeda and them would have won the purse bid, then his Mexican promoter would have put that shit on in Mexico, and Regis would have had to go fight him in Mexico.
Right.
So he would have had fans behind him and all that shit. But this other dude came in and won. And so Probellum didn't win, bro. I'm finna look it up. I'm gonna look it up, thank Father. But it was somebody that won that has no skin in the game, and they the ones putting on the fight, bro. I can tell you exactly.
That's very
first bid. Marv Nation.
Yeah, it's Marv Nation. Marv Nation still got that too.
Yeah, so they are putting on the fight then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they doing a good job so far, because that was my concern, was like, bro, how they gonna put an undercard together, because they ain't got no fighters and shit. But looks like they got Conwell, so shit, that's good. If Conwell gonna be on that.
Yep, Conwell is definitely on there, man. So
the only issue with that is they gonna try to make this shit pay-per-view, and as much as I think it's a great fight, that shit is not a pay-per-view fight, bro.
Facts. It's not a fight that
shit does not belong
gonna cook until we gonna cook y'all till Key post this posted that he coming on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
was you able to go back? Was you able to go back and watch the debate OTB? I know you was at the game, so I know you didn't catch all of it.
Oh yeah, I caught the body. You know I went back and looked. You know I went back and looked at the body. Salute to my brother Knockout coming off another win in the knockout debate series. This one, yeah, I mean, you got to see a little bit more Knockout's personality come out. Yeah, I mean, so I know you, bro. So yeah, I mean, when you get to cooking and you get once your pot heat up, then I'm more or less like shit. I already got the sugar. I know how many lumps a motherfucker gonna get.
Yeah,
One lump, two lump.
it's just, bro. It's like, so I prefer the Jesse Bam Rodriguez and Monster Inouye debate. I prefer the Lomachenko and the Devin Haney debate because that shit's a challenge. You know what I mean? Like arguing on behalf of Jesse Bam Rodriguez versus Monster Inouye, that's hard to do. Cause Monster Inouye, if you know what you're doing, shit, you can. Monster Inouye got more accolades, he more proven and shit. So you got the upper hand in that debate. Same with Loma and Devin. Like it's a lot of evidence out there that Loma didn't want no smoke with Devin. So arguing on behalf of Loma, that shit is harder. But arguing Demetrius Andrade, ducking Janabek, bro, that's easy. So I don't like them easy ones, OTB. That's why I try to do the little uphill opponents and subjects and shit, because some of that shit be too easy to argue, bro.
Yeah,
And that's how it felt. Like, you know, KD did his thing, bro, but he was arguing from a losing position, bro. You can't take up for Andrade right now, bro. That shit ain't, you know.
hell nah. That was a bad and what's crazy is he always last time he had a bad flip of the coin like that. Yeah, I mean, so
But no, them his
watching him.
guys. So he loved Bud and he loved Demetrius Andrade. So those are the topics that he wants, bro.
Man, watching him fight his way out of that paper bag, and that's somebody else who within this knockout debate series. So everybody make sure y'all get the Knockout Boxing 86 TV, man. If y'all not, you understand? I expect all students in OTB Boxing School to be as sub to Ohio Runs Boxing YouTube page as I expect to see y'all in that debate series. But
Thanks, father say I'm cherry picking opponent.
nah,
cherry picking,
uh-oh.
He said I'm cherry picking, bro. All right, man. Thanks, father. You can get this work and shit. You can get it.
Sound like Dank Father want that smoke. Sound like the Brody sitting back watching you knock. You know what they say. Yeah, I know you got to get out of here, Brody. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got to head up out, man.
All right, Ohio, take it easy, bro. Hey, OTV,
we appreciate
bro,
you, Marcus. It's always love, bro. You know what it is. Go on
he
here,
said,
tell him run boxing.
he said, I'll take that Dev versus Loma smoke, but we might have network issues. I can't with y'all, bro. I'm about to say, Dank. I'm like, damn, I know you ain't missed the post, all the open challenges I done made. I like, bro, I'm down to do whatever.
Brubby wanting to smoke. And Knockout is a real live great debater. You understand? I gotta give it to you, bro. Your preparation, your delivery, yeah, man, is second to none, man. You definitely know your lane, and once you get there, we find out that why it's your lane. So, yeah, I mean, I applied the performance you had last night as much as I applied what you doing with your platform, devoting it to that. Yeah, I mean, so we appreciate you, Knock. You know what it is with us, though.
Yeah, bro. But let's so man, Connor Ben and Chris Eubanks next week, bro. I'm getting like everybody was like shitting on the fight, and you know it's bad movies, this and that. But I must say, as we get closer to the fight, OTB, I'm excited, bro. I'm looking forward to that fight, man.
Not you, but me. I got it. What you? Come on, coach. Come holler at me. My big brother got coach from Glove Up Boxing and more. Everybody should be subbed to coach as well. I got coach in the building coming to teach class today at OTB Boxing School. How you feeling today?
What's up, man? I saw the interview, bro. It's pretty good, man.
Yeah, that shit was fire. That's what I was telling them, man.
Yeah, bro. Pretty good, bro.
Oh, thanks, y'all, man. He told me yesterday. He told me yesterday he had a surprise for me. He like, man, I got somebody coming through for you, and I know you gonna like it. But he ain't tell me who. So when I was plugging it yesterday, I couldn't really tell everybody. Like, man, come through tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, and I went to the Bengals game last night, so it was definite. That made my day because
You still came up with questions like that.
Oh man, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know who was coming. So when I seen
that's a good job, brother.
Like, man, I'm such a fan. Y'all know we study boxing, man, and that's somebody who I've always been enamored with because he has the power and he can also box, but the willingness to go in there and take a punch and look at a person and smile. Love that shit. That's
only dog smile in the ring. You saw him do it, Earl do it, Terrence do it, they all do it, bro. The dog, if somebody start smiling at you while you fighting, bro, you should be worried, bro. You should be very worried if they smiling at you while they whooping your ass, bro.
Clean. But coach, what you think about the Conor Ben Chris Eubanks fight? Teach class.
I don't know, bro. I mean, they knockout say you getting excited for that. I'm not. I'm really not, because I think it's more of a fucking publicity stunt more than anything. I know they still got to fight, but still, I just think that this is not a Conor Ben can fight better opponents, and Chris Eubank can fight better opponents, if you know what I mean, because they're in two different weight classes. Conor Ben is at a disadvantage as far as that goes. He and your boy Chris Eubanks, to me, in those last fights, he's too busy trying to be like Roy.
That shit gonna get him knocked off if he do that shit against Connell, bro.
That's what got Conor talking all that shit, y'all. Conor see them low hands. He see the same shit Coach telling y'all about. Go ahead, Coach.
Coach, the reason I'm excited, and I'll let you continue. The reason I'm excited though, OG, is because like this is gonna be Conor Ben's toughest opponent, bro. So I want to see. It'll give us a better chance to see what he got.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. There's a chance that, I mean, Chris Eubanks can punch, but he's too much trying to replicate Roy. Like, dude, you look like a poor man's Roy Jones. Not a better, not even equal, not even close. You just, your fighting style before was a little shit, but I just thought he would improve more on working on his style and getting better, and not trying to turn into a Roy Jones Jr. style. And so if he's not careful, it's gonna be an embarrassment, bro. That's gonna be embarrassing, bro, for you to lose to Conor Ben, who really is not as seasoned as you are, hasn't been in the big fights that you have been in, and he's explosive. And if you get caught with that shit, dog, and lose to Conor Ben, bro, that's not gonna be good. You need to stay in your weight class and not have him. Are they fighting at a catch weight or something?
They fighting at a catch weight, and it's a rehydration clause.
Man, that's some bullshit, dog.
So Eubanks run the risk of coming in that bitch weight drain and getting his ass knocked off, bro. Or Conor Ben run the risk of if Eubanks is strong, like he always is, that's a big ass dude compared to Conor Ben, man.
Yeah, I just don't. I mean, Conor Ben's thicker than he is, though. He's taller, but Conor Ben is thick. You know what I'm saying? Like width-wise. I just don't think this was a good idea. For either one of them fighters. And the reason I say it, especially for Conor Ben, because you are turning into a contender. You're a contender now. You see what I'm saying? And why would you go and risk losing to somebody even though they're bigger than you are? Why go through that? Why not stay in your lane? I understand y'all fathers fought and all this shit, but bro, y'all are in two different weight classes, man. Won't you?
For the money, bro. For the money, and Eddie Hearn is just in the zone. They desperate right now. They trying to. I think they sinking, man. They need them pay-per-view fights, and they don't have many. And that's one of them that's big. So it's the money.
But
bro.
Fuck that. I'm not gonna risk my career because your company is fucking up, bro. I'm not doing that.
I mean, shit, he don't feel like he risking his career. He feel like he about to get that. He about to give that man that work. You know how fighters are, coach. They shit. He don't think he gonna lose.
And coach, given the fact that you seen Nigel Ben and Chris Eubanks Sr. fight, yeah, I mean, is that even intriguing to you upon that level? Because that may be the most intriguing part to me about it, is that somebody can say, my daddy whooped your ass and I whooped his son ass. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just them some different type of bragging rights.
They are, bro. That's that family shit. But the thing is, too, like, boxing global, and while it may not be all that over here in America, bro, that fight is absolute. Like, all of the UK is tuned into that shit, bro.
Fact.
That's that shit is like, that shit is huge to them. Like, Terrence Bud Crawford and Earl Spence is our shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna. It's gonna be big over there in the UK, but not as big as it is here, man. And that's they shit, bro.
You know, it's just like this. Eddie Hearn has a habit of doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? He fucked up one guy's career behind this bullshit already. You know, yeah. he fucked up and looked like Connor Ben would learn from that. You know what I'm saying? You already got Kell Brook motherfucking his eye socket broke. Put an L on his record. And at the time, he was arguably the best welterweight in the world. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of ruined his career with that bullshit.
Yeah, who's to say if he didn't fight Triple G first and he just fought Earl like he was supposed to? He, you know, maybe he beats Earl. Maybe it's a more competitive fight. Maybe he's more durable if he didn't fight Triple G first and get his ass whooped like that, man.
You know, if I was Connor Ben's dad, I would have told Eddie Hearn to fuck up. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, you'd have told him find him an opponent at 147. Like, because
right.
My thing is this: if you're gonna go up, right, and you're gonna fight somebody like Chris Eubanks, who's big, who's strong, who's longer than you, and you're gonna take that risk, why not just try to go holler at Oscar, since Oscar just bends over for the zone anyway? Why not just let him fight Virgil then?
Right.
Why not just let him fight Virgil?
A bigger man who used to be at 168 pounds. You know, this shit don't make sense, bro. There's weight classes for a reason. Right. You know. And I just don't agree with that shit. I'ma watch the shit, don't get me wrong, because it's intriguing as far as that go. But if you try, if that's your career you're dealing with, then I think it's not a very good move. Because if you fucking lose, Chris Eubank, if you lose to Connor Ben, you might as well hang up, son.
Yeah, your career done. I don't feel like you recover for that. And you talking about losing the helmet was 157 and then going back to 68. And somebody respecting you.
Right. And especially this, OTB. Why not try to get a fight with Charlo? Why not? You had 160 pounds. Why not try to get a Triple G fight? Why not none of that shit? Because which should have been happened because you on the zone anyway.
Facts,
bro. Like Triple G, like, bro, I don't be understanding that shit either. I'm with y'all on that, man. I ain't gonna hold you like that. The thing with it too, like, if you really just being logical about it, if Connor Ben wins, he can probably win if he can hurt a weight drain Chris Eubanks. But if he wins, it's probably gonna be by decision. And if you Connor Ben and his team and his pops and all the people that's supposed to be looking out for him or whatever, if Chris Eubanks win this fight, it's probably gonna be because he turned out to be the bigger, stronger man, and he was just too strong and too durable for Connor Ben, and he fuck around and hurt Connor Ben and fucked him up. So if you lose, you know it's gonna be because if he loses, you know it's gonna be because he got messed up, not because Chris Eubanks went in there and outboxed him, but because he was just too strong for him and he messed him up, bro. So it's just like, bro, like that's a huge risk that you're taking with Connor Ben. Because if Chris Eubanks, I'm telling you, bro, if Chris Eubanks go in there and Connor Ben catch him with some shit, and Chris Eubanks forget that he got trained by Roy Jones Jr., he start fighting like the old Chris Eubanks Jr. and start just throwing with Connor Ben and throwing in between his shots as the bigger dude, man, look, that shit that shit could get ugly for Connor being real fast, bro. And he already been put down. He already been put down in his career by somebody that don't hit nearly as hard and it's not nearly as athletic as Chris Eubanks Jr., bro. And you doing this shit at a catch weight, you ain't doing it to become nobody mandatory. You ain't doing this shit to fight for no interim title, to be in position to get a championship. This ain't no big time fight at your current weight class. You literally doing this shit at a catch weight where all you gaining from it is money. You ain't gaining no stature in the sport, bro. It's just, I don't know. We'll see, man. But I'm just intrigued by it because I think it's gonna be very, very competitive, bro. And I think, I think we're gonna find out a lot about both of these fighters. Conor Ben is he's either better than I think he is, or he's not as good as I think he is, bro. And we're gonna get to find out.
I mean, it's just right here. This shit is kind of slave mentality out of shit to me. You're up and coming. Now you're a contender, and you have a possibility of fighting for championships, or at least fighting for interim championships, so that you can get the big fight at 147 pounds. Because Conor Ben is a good fighter, bro. He really is. You know what I'm saying? But you go and fuck around with a bigger guy for the money or whatever it is, and then you got it on the other hand with Chris Eubank. Dude, why are you not trying to fight for championships in your weight division? Why are you trying to fight this dude who's got to come up to 2 weight classes to fight you? You know, that shit is just stupid to me. And they stupid for letting Eddie Hearn lead them down this road. Because your job as a promoter is not to put me in situations like this. Your job is to put me in championship fights with fucking fighters in my weight class. And that's where the problem comes in. You know, that's your job, to get me in a fucking championship fight, or at least a fight, one of the mandatories, to where I'm in place after this Bud Crawford and Errol Spence ordeals get done. You know, or I gotta fight motherfucking Boots or Virgil. If you're gonna get beat, why not go fight a fucking contender or a number one guy in the division, instead of going fuck around with this bigger fucking man? It doesn't make sense. It's just stupid. It's a stupid move. And I think that either way it goes, somebody is going to end up in a bad situation behind this.
Somebody going to have shit on their face. Somebody going to have mud on their face at the end of that night or the end of that afternoon here.
Right.
I feel that. I ain't mad at that, man. I think that's good.
I like the fight, y'all. I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I like the fight. I like what we gonna learn about both of these fighters within the context of this fight. And what I'm most intrigued about is watching these fighters respond to their fathers throughout the course of this fight. You know what I mean? That's gonna be something that I'll be watching with a magnifying glass as far as how these fighters respond. You understand? And I don't think neither one of these fighters getting trained by their father before this fight. You understand? And I think that can be big when you're talking about adjustments that can need to be made. You understand? When you're talking about the response to any type of adversity throughout the course of this fight. We know how fragile father-son relationships are. So once you put them in a business atmosphere when you're not accustomed to that, you understand, then the wrong level of adversity can cause for some fireworks in the wrong direction. You understand? And for everybody who just tapped in, man, smash a like for me. Salute my brother Box Talk 1-on-1. Man, drop your link, bro. Let me wrench up your new page so you could drop your link, because man, we all are committed to helping Box Talk get to the point that he was, man. When we see people and they put this much into their channels growing, you understand, and to watch him have to watch it all dwindle away. I expect everybody who is a student at OTB Boxing School, all 23 of y'all who not already subscribed to Box Talk 1-on-1, make sure that y'all do, because he just lost over 50,000 subscribers, man. And y'all can hear the sadness in my voice. You understand?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, and that's over instrumental to me because that's somebody who offered me the relationship with him to not have to deal with and need the approval of the networks. You understand? Within the film that he provide me with to do what I do and to give y'all, you understand, what I can give to the boxing community. So everybody make sure y'all get there. You understand? But yeah,
Hey, you see what right side? You see what right side
Yeah,
just said?
yeah, I just saw it.
Told you. I told you.
Everybody blame me for that, child. But man, let me tell y'all something, man. I'm telling you, don't be talking shit about Cincinnati and thinking there ain't about to be no consequences from crosstown shootout. Y'all better go look at Chad Johnson. Don't get hurt playing against Pittsburgh and them putting Antonio Brown to sleep. He was asleep on the field.
What's
I
up,
mean,
William?
for talking that shit. Salute to William, old school, man. Salute to everybody who tapped in. Everybody
Carolina
smashing.
Reaper. It was a nice little smooth little 3-0. Nothing too difficult, you know. Back-to-back wins this week, Carolina Reaper. You know what? We know how we coming, man.
Facts. I also appreciate you tapping in. I don't even know what that is.
That's Levon Down Gaither. I always have problems
Okay,
saying
then.
their name too.
Okay,
They
then. It
always,
caught me by surprise, Levon. My bad, Levon Down Gaither. I appreciate you tapping in with me today, Brody. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. You understand, as well as Glove Up Boxing and more. We both all approaching. We gonna make sure everybody come through this finish line together. You dig? But yeah, man. What else we got?
I wanted to say this about that, man. That's you know, Chris Eubanks, his dad did train him before Roy did. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
he got a little advantage as far as that go. I don't know if Conor Ben ever trained Nigel, but I mean Nigel ever trained Conor. I don't know. So, but man, this shit is dumb, bro. To me, I mean, I know I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, of course we're gonna watch it, and it's intriguing. But as far as their careers is concerned, you know what I'm saying? It's just not a healthy thing to do
not a good look.
for your
Yeah.
fighter and for your dads to be pushing this shit, bro. I just think that it's just not a sport thing. Now, will they make plenty of money? Yeah, they're gonna make a good lick. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, Coach. Right side, the hell you talking about, bro?
Man, I don't know what right side on today, man. Dub tripping.
Yeah, you talking about? Is that really him?
Yeah, I'm with the. Yeah, are you hacked up? Yeah, I think
Yeah, if you
somebody
been hacked, bro,
up,
you tripping? You outside your mind.
It's a link too, Dub. You welcome to hit that link, man. You know, you always welcome respectfully.
He gonna kick knock out in his chin, respectfully.
So who is Andre gonna fight? I'm hearing that there's a big announcement about Andre. Well, he talking to King David 300, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know about that, man.
That nigga Boo Boo full of shit, man. He just be doing some dumb shit, man.
I mean, when was the last time he fought today? Even though he's announcing that fight, y'all, we looking at almost a
He done
year.
backed out of 2 fights already, bro.
Yeah, we looking at a year layoff, bro. You 31 years old. I want to say he 33. You know what I mean? But like shit, that's my only thing with him. It's gonna be the activity issue. And now you put yourself in one of them categories where now I have a question for my two brothers that's up here with me: is can Boo Boo still amount to the talent that we know that he has?
Man, I don't know, bro. I ain't seen him in so long, and not just that, bro. Your shit gonna diminish as you get older. I don't give a fuck who you are, bro. You haven't been fighting, man. So I mean, bro, ain't no telling who gonna show up in the ring. You haven't been active, bro. You haven't been fighting. You backed out of 2 fights, man. You a promoter's nightmare. You know what I'm saying? It's like Ryan Garcia was just, bro. You a promoter's nightmare. Can they trust you? They can't trust you to get in the ring, bro. Like in your whole career, you done backed out. How many fights you done backed out of?
And dang father, yeah, I mean, I understand. Yeah, I mean that this is a business as well. However, this is
Shit, I
somebody.
know.
Well, of
I know.
course we don't, bro, because we aren't just fans of this sport. Yeah, I mean, we are. Yeah, man. Like shit, bro. We love this shit. So yeah, I mean, not to mention we're competitors as well. Yeah, and so we get the competitive level. But from his standpoint, I can get it once. You understand? But you've been boxing for you've been a pro for almost 15 years now. And all we can say is that every time you're supposed to fight somebody of relevance, somebody that we respect, a la Jamal Charlo, a la Landy Lara, then you have certain situations which look like excuses to us for you not fighting the best. So at this point, there's no business deal that's gonna benefit you anymore. Shit, boxing don't benefit you to still be in it at 35. So you understand, your body has seen its best days by then. So I don't know how much you expect the business to benefit you currently, bro, and how realistic that is.
Man, look, bro, at some point, we gotta all just realize, man, we can't feel bad for him because he kept chasing bags instead of chasing his legacy, bro. And all that bag chasing and shit, that shit done dwindled down. People done caught on to your ass, bro. Like it is what it is. Now you running around this bitch, and I seen him just talking about he got something big lined up. But let's just be real, bro. You vacated your belt at 160, and you just pulled out of your only shot to be relevant at 168. The hell you gonna do, bro? Who gonna give you a shot? You proven to be too dangerous. You're still undefeated. You're still showing enough skills to where people ain't just gonna give you a shot, bro. All the leverage that you had, everything you had going for yourself, you got rid of that shit with stupid ass moves and shit. Like if you really about that life, right? And you really about that life, and you really want smoke, like I was saying last night, why didn't you just fight Janabek? Keep your 160-pound belt, beat his ass. You get to fight on ESPN at least one time. Maybe grow your fan base a little bit, and you would have made probably better money than what you was getting for the first bid, but you still would be a 160-pound champion, and you would still have that leverage for when you do go up to 168. Or nobody asked you, they bid $2 million on your fight the first time, you and Zach Parker. You got hurt, bro. It ain't nobody's fault. They built you about to get paid $1 million for that fight. Then you pulled out the fight. The fight lost interest. People was like, ah, shit, here we go. Now, did you pull out the fight because you was really hurt? Because I don't know about nobody else. I didn't see no motherfucking reports and shit. And if you're pulling out all these other times for all these other reasons, then shit, I mean, how do we know he really was hurt? But I ain't going to call the man a liar. Let's say he was hurt. Okay. Now you come back and they bid way less, and it's only one person bidding this time. So what are you going to do? At what point do we have to hold him accountable? Like, you basically robbed millions fighting Quigley and all these other dudes you've been fighting Liam Williams and Luke Keeler and shit. You made millions to fight them. You didn't save no money so that you can have this one fight to go chase your legacy. You couldn't fight Zach Parker and put yourself in position to make Connell have to duck you.
Cool.
And become a 3-division champion. Like, nah, bro, that's all on him, dog. Like, ain't nobody feeling bad for him. Like, nah, you should have took that 183,000. Cause all that big shit lined up, bro. You ain't got no land, bro. You ain't got nowhere to go. What you gonna do? Go back to the PBC? Hopefully they'll take you. They will take you and feed your ass to Benavidez probably. So good luck with that shit. You know, if that's the route you decided to go when you could have did so many other things that was better for your career. So should nobody have no sympathy for that, man. We got to stop having sympathy for grown men that make these decisions, bro. Like, and I didn't even feel this way, and that's why I love these debates and shit. I had to really go study this shit because I used to kind of be okay with Andrade and shit. But when I looked at all the shit he done did through the years, nah, bro. So you can have Jamel Charlo on your resume right now, bro. Before he got popping.
And we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah, and imagine if Jamel still went on to accomplish everything that he accomplished, but you the one that had already beat that ass. If you would have went ahead and fought him the first time. You could have signed PBC, like everybody, bro, PBC was trying to sign the shit out of him, bro. When he went to the zone instead. And PBC had Jamal Charlo over there. They had Danny Jacobs over there, bro.
Facts.
But he was like, shit, I'm gonna go get this bag. Even though I know the zone ain't got shit over here for me. They don't have no fighters.
They had fighters for him. They had fighters for him.
He was the first one. He was the first one to go, coach. Before Connell and before Triple G, he was the first one.
But
And he went over there and didn't have him put nobody on paper for his ass. He just went over there for the bag. Y'all gonna pay me how much to fight? I don't care who I fight. Even though Jamal Charlo's over there and Andrade's over and
was over there too.
Yeah, bro. Like, so nah, dog, I can't, bro. Like, it's his fault. Shit. It's his fault. It is what it is. It's his fault. So he gotta sit in that shit, man. Take all them millions you've been robbing to fight Quigley and Keeler and all them other dudes. Take all them millions, and now you just get what you get, and you don't throw a fit, bro.
And he should have put himself in position to fight Canelo. You know, your boy said that the WBO denied this and this and that. Then that's
in 2019. He didn't try again in 2020 though.
But that ain't the only thing. That you gonna follow your rules, or we going to court, bro. Gonna follow your fucking rules.
And my thing with that, y'all, is Canelo done already made it clear that he's not gonna take that fight. No. You could run down on his press conference, all of this goofy ass shit. Same thing you did to Charlo. Remember him running all up in Charlo press conference and Jamal not wanting to address him, you understand, and all of this monkey shit. That shit looked good, but when you had the opportunity, you complained about money. You complained about Jamal Charlo making more than you and you being a champion.
Yeah, he
did. And right now, we looking at the same shit with Joseph Parker, where, you had $2 million. I guess you got hurt or whatever. But regardless, it's just too many situations for me to not hold him accountable. When you talk about he could have fought Erislandy Lara. Now, just imagine him fighting Jamal Charlo and Erislandy Lara. Is he not the A-side against anybody but Canelo?
Yeah, and it was Jamel. But yeah, your point is still valid. Yeah, your point is still valid, bro. It's still 100,000% valid. And the issue is, bro, he just made bad moves, man. And there's no way around that shit. That's like he allowed Canelo to dictate his entire career, bro.
Yeah.
He allowed Canelo to dictate his entire career. That's like me having a TKO debate series, and I'm trying to set up a debate, and I want Blue Blood to come debate with me. But since Blue Blood won't come debate, I don't debate nobody else. I don't let nobody else debate. I'm just chasing Blue Blood around this bitch. Blue Blood, please come. Blue Blood, please come. Over and over and over again. And I don't do nothing for myself. I don't set up shit else. I don't get nothing else popping. I don't get nothing else cracking, nothing. I'm just chasing one dude the whole time, allowing him to dictate everything that I got going on my channel, bro. That shit don't make no sense, dog.
You know, in these fighters nowadays, there's no sacrifice. They not sacrificing shit. I'm gonna tell you right now. Just like Devin taking a pay cut. I know Knockout don't like talking about Devin, but taking a pay cut, right? The dude did that shit because he won his fucking legacy, bro. And you just sitting in your shit and not fucking trying to do nothing, bro. Like you could have went and fucking I'm gonna hold a WBO feet to the fucking fire. Your ass gonna give me this fucking fight so I can get in position. That's all it is to it. You know, and before Canelo even got undisputed, he could have fucking did that shit. You know what I'm saying? He could have fucking got that fight with Billy Joe Saunders. Of course, Billy Joe, when it was at 160, he ended up fucking PEDs. But you're not gonna go up to 168 and then get the fucking title and don't think I'm coming to get your ass before Canelo even got you.
Or you gonna have to drop that shit.
Yes.
You're gonna have to drop that shit, but I'm petitioning. I'm petitioning like a motherfucker.
Rules, period. Y'all gonna stand by y'all fucking rules, or we gonna have nobody fighting them because we gonna be in fucking court. Y'all gonna do right by me, and you deal with it legally. That's what the fuck he should have did. Then when Canelo wanted to run for undisputed, he would have had to fight him because he was gonna beat fucking Billy Joe. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He would have beat Billy Joe's ass. And Canelo, you want to be undisputed at 168? Bitch, you got to come see me. But
and did y'all see Billy Joe? Sorry. That motherfucker big as a house.
Yeah. I mean, you just don't fucking, he don't have no gumption. You gotta have some drives and see what's fucking the best moves for you. So that you can fucking get in. If that's the fight that you want so bad, that fight would have got fucking frozen. Canelo would have never got a shot at fighting fucking Billy Joe at 168. There's no fucking way because, oh no, before you even started that shit, when you fucked around with Callum Smith, I'd have win a fucking petition right then and there. And y'all gonna follow y'all shit, or we getting tied up in court and the judge gonna sign an injunction. Ain't nobody fighting until this shit is resolved.
That's soon as that shit announced, bro. Soon as he announced that shit, he should have ran. He should have went and did that shit, bro.
You're fucking right.
Nah, bro.
Right. The forethought, that don't make no sense. The moves that he's made in his career, the shit makes no sense. And so you gotta hold his ass accountable for. Then you keep signing with these bullshit ass fucking. Before you even got with the zone, you were signing with bullshit ass fucking people. You understand? That shit don't make no sense. And this dude was the hottest prospect coming out of the amateurs when he came out, bro. He was the hottest thing smoking, bro. Bro, this shit is, he just done fucked his career up, man. And now you like an outcast. You like a pariah, bro. You in the streets, like you don't have no home. You ain't got shit going for you. You'd have made some coins. So that's why it shouldn't even be a issue with taking 183,000 or whatever. It shouldn't even be a fucking issue, bro. That's what it's gonna take.
Get yourself in position, and then because at the end of the day, bro, at some point, every fight ain't gonna be for $2, $3, $4 million, bro. Right. Every fight ain't gonna be there for you, bro. You not like, and you gotta, and that's where dudes gotta be realistic. Like, look at yourself in the mirror, bro. You know you don't sell out, bro. You see the landscape of boxing and shit, man. You see what's going on, and you ain't paying attention to it, or you just oblivious. Like, that's the shit that get me. Like, you just not paying attention to the fact that your name ain't ringing like you think it is, that other dudes is getting bigger than you, and that your only leverage, the only reason people mention you is because you was a WBO champion at 160 pounds, bro. How you let that shit go like that without nothing else to bag it up, bro?
But he got fucking horrible. His dad and them, they don't fucking do shit right either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand you love your father and he's your manager and all this shit, bro, but you fucking not doing so. They not being smart at all.
Man, you can love your daddy all you want to. If your daddy love you, he'll realize he ain't best for you in that capacity, bro. I be damn, bro. Like, my kids is in sports and shit, bro, and like I could coach. You can coach them when they little and shit, but at some point, somebody know more than me, bro. So I'm just gonna cheer for you from the stands and shit. I'm just gonna.
Come on, y'all. Let's close out. Key on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back and roof. Oh, he on. All right, man. Shout out to OTB and everybody in the chat, man. Y'all sub to the man channel. And OTB, thanks for having me up, bro. I'll holler at y'all. See y'all over there.
Family.
Dude, appreciate
you. Go ahead, Coach. Tell them where to find you at.
Love up boxing and more, man. Y'all come holler at me. I think we're gonna have a couples corner tonight at 8 Central Time, bro. So y'all come and roll through, man. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Appreciate you, my brother.
Facts. I appreciate you, big bro. I appreciate y'all helping me grow, man. Y'all help me grow so much, man. I never not get y'all the flowers y'all deserve, especially you, Coach. You know what I mean? You one of the few people who can put OTB in this place. So I appreciate you. Real talk, man. You one of the few people,
that phone call we had, boy, I had to tell you about that.
Man,
shit.
My whole city, like, boy, we need Coach in the city, shit, because if we would have had Coach, he might still be running up and down the court, not back and forth to court, shit. But I appreciate you, big bro. I appreciate everybody who was here for the interview. For everybody who don't know, man, make sure y'all come back and hit the rewatch. We had contender Charles Conwell from Cleveland, Ohio, 17-0. Give us some of his time so graciously on Ohio's Day in Boxing on Capper Fact Fridays. We didn't get the Capper Fact question out today to the chat because of the interview, so we'll definitely be tapped in. Everybody transition on to everything boxing and sports. Dub, Dank Father, Don Dada, man, all of y'all, man. Every man, ain't nothing like y'all flowers because y'all come from the same garden that I come from, bro. So from great breakdown to great show to y'all just being here to talk y'all shit, you understand? I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. So go ahead, get over to everything boxing and sports. We gonna have a hell of a show. And when the fight break out, y'all gonna want to know what to do. So make sure y'all stay at OTB Boxing School, get in that film. We trying to make a lot of casual fans, diehard boxing fans, man. We just gonna show them what they looking at a little bit. That's what we specify in at OTB Boxing School. But we teach class on everything. So until the next one, class dismissed, we gonna be out.